Hey, thanks for joining us. I'm Rich Schlager. I'm the sales manager and a senior loan officer over at Blue Water Mortgage in Hampton, New Hampshire.
And I'm Garrett Collins, one of the partners and loan officers at Blue Water Mortgage.
So, Garrett, the question we get all the time is how do we determine which loan program is best for our customers?
It's a great question, Rick. So there's a couple factors. As you know, especially for a first-time home buyer, there's a lot of different programs out there: conventional, FHA, VA, USDA, jumbo, all these various programs. There's three main factors that are going to determine what program will be best for you. And first and foremost, I'd always recommend that someone talks to a licensed loan officer, with a qualification call where they can ask you these questions and we can help you, figure out which loan is best for you. So the first factor is credit, then we have down payment, and then we have income and specifically debt to income ratio. So for example, if you have really good credit, we're going to probably look at a conventional loan for you.
Sure.
If you have lesser, if you have marginal credit, then an FHA loan may be in your best interest. So that's just a couple of examples of how credit can kind of dictate the best loan program for you. The other factor is down payment. So if you're a first-time home buyer, and let's say you don't have a lot of money to put down, well, there's only going to be so much, so many buckets to qualify you in. FHA allows you to put down as little as 3.5% down. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac both have a first-time 3% down program. So those programs in particular have some income limits. So you're going to want to talk to that loan officer to make sure, that you meet those requirements. And then, of course, if you're putting down 20% or if you're putting down 50%, then you're going to be looking at more of a conventional style loan.
Sure.
Lastly, as far as debt to income and income goes, that's going to allow us to navigate the potential programs. As I mentioned before, some of the programs have income limits, so that's going to push you away from some of them. And then conventional usually likes you to be within a certain ratio, no higher than like a 45 debt to income ratio. So if your debt to income ratio is a little bit higher than that, really FHA is probably going to be the best product because they have a little bit more flexibility when it comes to ratios and when it comes to credit in particular.
Interesting. So what it sounds like is you have 4 different buckets of categories of different types of loan programs. And within that, all the other loans kind of sit. And the idea is once we determine if you're eligible for VA or USDA or FHA or conventional, once we've determined that, we're able to then find a way to kind of fit you into one of the programs within those subcategories of programs.
Absolutely. And I think, one of our most important jobs is really giving the client the options.
Sure.
All right. So we'll show you the FHA option. We'll show you the conventional option, and then we'll help you make the decision. Ultimately, it's your decision what you go with, but ultimately it's going to be your decision how you'd like to proceed. The other thing we probably should talk about is in this market, sellers have a lot of options as far as people buying their houses, many folks showing up. So, sometimes conventional loans are looked favorably on as opposed to FHA loans when they get these offers.
Sure.
The more money that you put down is a better offer than one who's, financing 97% of the value.
Right.
So that's something that we like to walk people through and give them all the options. So, when they do go out and they find a house that they like, they have all, the necessary info.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Thank you. If you'd like more information, please reach out to us at bluewatermtg.com.